What's up, everybody? I am outside today catching a little sunshine. It is a nice day today in Dallas, Texas. I'm here at BB Owens disc golf course throwing the plastic around, and I thought I'd take this opportunity to make a little video and talk to you guys a little bit about some voluntarist philosophies. Now, I think before you start to ask the question of human governance, I think you first have to ask the question of who actually owns you? Who owns the physical bodies that walk around on the planet of Earth? Does the government own these people? Do parents own their children? These are definitely some questions that need to be asked before you start talking about what's right and wrong when considering how people should be controlled, or if they should be controlled. Now, I imagine the majority of you answered that question, I own myself. I mean, really, who has a legitimate claim to your body than the little voice inside your head? But if you don't own yourself, who owns you? Some people would probably argue that God owns them. If you do something wrong, is it God's fault? I don't think that God owns the individual. When you own something, you can rightfully give it away. You can rightfully destroy it. You can rightfully keep it all to yourself. But the key word here is rightfully. So, when someone else claims the right to control and make decisions for other human beings, that's slavery. When you take away someone's liberty, when you take away the right for them to make decisions for themselves, when you take away the right for them to be able to defend themselves, you have claimed ownership over that person. If you want to be able to force your will on others, if you want to be able to send people with guns to their house to force them to do what you think is best for them, you're claiming ownership over their lives. What about parents owning their children? Can a parent rightfully sell their child? No, of course not, because people aren't property. Don't get that confused with a parent's responsibility to take care of their children. Look, I own myself, and the only one who has any legitimate authority over me is myself. So if we own ourselves, then how does the government gain authority over our lives? What legitimizes their control? What is the basis of their authority? They don't really have one. Some might argue that I'm obliged to comply due to the social contract. Well, I hate to break it to these people, but a contract is an agreement between two parties or more, and it's consensual. All involved parties agree on it. So to say that people are obliged to comply with state governments due to a social contract is really dumb and not much of an argument. I think it must be hard to argue against self-ownership because statists never do. That is definitely a topic they try to avoid. Self-ownership is self-governance. Self-governance is self-ownership. You can't have freedom without liberty. So if you take one thing from this, I hope it's this. You own yourself and the product of your labor. No one has authority over you. It is your responsibility to make those decisions for yourself. I hope this is something that we can agree on. If not, go ahead and list a reason why you disagree down below. I look forward to the debate.